Sing it with me, y'all. Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft, ooh, and I will craft. And we'll all craft because it's Craft Club. We'll all craft because it's Craft Club. We'll all craft because it's Craft Club. Okay, I hit the microphone there, or hit the camera stand is what I meant to say. It's a messy start. It's a messy start to this episode. I'm sweating. I just got home. I've given up for the day. It's only 4 something. But you know, the world is a constant nightmare. But I have crochet, and let me show you what I'm working on. This is a preview because it actually probably won't be on my page for a long time. But I freestyled a sweater. And I'm just doing the trim. I did the trim on the top here. And I'm kind of wondering if I should take off the trim at the top. But I'll leave that to be decided once I finish. So now I'm doing the trim on the bottom, as you see here. And what is interesting is I had this theory that if I just did a bunch of squares, like it was granny squares. So I did 2 big ones for the body, and then 2 more rectangular things for the arms. Would it just look like a sweater? And so far so good, y'all. I mean, let's not speak too soon because I need to finish the trimming and then try it on. But pretty happy with it. Considering I didn't use a pattern, I'm pretty happy with it. So how are y'all? What's new? I did see all of your comments, and thank you. I'm excited to show you my summer craft club this August. So starting August 1st and then till August 31st, every day, there will be an episode of Craft Club, except it'll be different because it'll be me doing different dollar store crafts. And honestly, that's kind of what I think Craft Club should be. I wanted to do more different types of crafts. And I think at this point, I will be doing that in the future and in the near future, because I do want to maybe do like a Christmas craft club as well, if this one goes well. But I am noticing that my views are not diminishing, they are growing. And I think they're pretty immediate too, where everyone tunes in kind of on the weekend, and I like that. That's why I decided to post them on Saturday, because I figured most people had more time on the weekends. Not necessarily true, but some people do. And so this is a growing thing, and I'm gonna grow my YouTube page because who knows what's gonna happen to the rest of social media? Who knows what's gonna happen to the world, really? Day to day, moment to moment. But that's why I continue to do this. Now, there were a lot of questions about my YouTube page, and I gotta tell you, I have no answer for you. I don't know why I can't upload more than 15 minutes, even though it sounds like other people can, that aren't monetized. So I am myself curious about that because it does show up that I can't. So I am annoyed if that is the case, and it's just, you know, targeted towards me. I feel targeted if that is the case. I also don't know why, you know, I have not been monetized yet. So basically, I mentioned this. I have had my YouTube page since the beginning, since basically 2008, 2007. And at a certain point, I was monetized. But at that point, I think, wait, I don't want to mess up the count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At that point, I think it wasn't bought by Google. And I'm wondering if that is the thing that made it different. Because back in the day, I didn't even have to sign up to be monetized. It just automatically monetized because they would automatically put an ad on my YouTube videos, and then I would just have a counter of how much I was getting paid. And I never made that much considering the amount of views, which I imagine is still the same today. I don't know. I've not been there. But I think what happened is, yeah, Google took over and then changed everything and changed my account. And my account isn't even connected to my Gmail, because I have a Gmail account. But it constantly logs me out and tries to sign me into a Gmail YouTube account that I don't actually have because I've never started a Gmail YouTube page. But because I have a Gmail, it's trying to do that. So my answer to you is I have no answer. But I can tell you it won't let me upload longer than 15 minutes. I've not been monetized thus far since they stopped monetizing me or whatever it is. But that's why I'm doing this weekend, you know, this August craft club, because then I will be monetized. I will be able to upload longer than 15 minutes. And then I will, you know, continue to maintain it, I believe, this time, because, you know, what else do I have? Especially if TikTok goes away, what else do I have, right? So I might as well just continue with it. I am frustrated, obviously. I would like to just have the ability to upload and whatever amount of time I have. I don't, also somebody said something about a business account versus a personal account. I don't know. I don't think that was a thing back in 2006 or 2007. So I don't know why I would have signed up for that. All I know is that once I get these watch hours, I will be able to monetize and I will be back. I'll be back on YouTube and we'll be doing our thing and we'll have some fun. We'll upload other types of videos and that'll be that. And then it'll be done and I'll just be able to move on. I'm feeling overwhelmed by social media today, to be honest, because there's been, I'm having fights with people online. And I just literally I just need to stop looking at comments, which makes me sad because I think looking at comments is the fun part of it. And especially with this show, like I still look at this show comments because I think it's like a very specific viewership, right? Like people aren't stumbling across Craft Club. But I think people stumble across a TikTok or they stumble across an Instagram and then I have to like read their stupid comments. And it just drives me nuts. The world is so like, some people are so oblivious to what's happening in the world. And I also find like a lot of people, yeah, they want to give their opinions that I'm like, I don't want to hear your opinion. This is my page. This is my opinions. This is, I don't want to hear your opinions. Are you kidding? But I persevere on. I also like, every time I go out, I just feel like there's all this aggression in the world right now. And actually, you know what's worse than the aggression is the aloofness, is that people have just completely checked out. And so they'll be like walking down the street and, you know, head in their phones, to be honest. And they'll just walk right into me and I'll be like, you just walked right into me. Like, are you okay? Like, why is it my responsibility to watch? Watch out for people walking into me. Why is that my responsibility if your head is in your phone? So many people are really bad at walking and texting, you know, and driving and texting. I feel like so many people do that. And you just know, you're just like, the car's swerving everywhere. There's something wrong. You're distracted driving and then you drive past them and lo and behold, they're on their phone. Sorry, I'm in a mood. I'm always in a mood, but like today I'm in a special mood. You're getting me on a very special mood. I'm hot, I'm annoyed, I hate the summer. But I am excited for Craft Club in August. Okay, positive things. Because you can have negative things, but let's balance it out. Let's balance it out with positive things. What are your positive things? What are the positive things happening in your life? I will say I'm finished my movie. I told you that. And I have now submitted to Sundance and Slam Dance. Slam Dance is kind of like known as a very indie place. It's kind of, it used to take place where Sundance took place and at the same time. And it used to be like the rejects from Sundance. So it made it cooler because it was even the cooler people than the Sundance people. And now Sundance is so big, like as a film festival, it's like the main one probably in the States. And I did submit to that, but I was like, let me submit to Slam Dance as well. And then I was thinking about this because I do have an American passport, obviously, I am dual citizen. But traveling to the States just sounds like a bad idea because people are getting locked up that aren't even, that are actually like citizens are getting arrested and detained by, you know, the people, the ICE. And that's really scary because, you know, you still I think get out because where are they going to deport you to, right? I guess they would try and deport me to like an Asian country. But I'm like, I don't know if it's so safe. So I've started to be like, well, maybe I should start applying for international festivals. And so there's a festival in Amsterdam that I want to submit to, and there's one in London. But again, they're all really hard to get into. So like I am just going for it. I am just trying it. I'm just trying to put it out there and get out there. But I do have really high hopes because my film will have probably zero competition. Like it'll be, and by competition, I mean, sometimes when you get into a festival, they start to be like, okay, well, this is, you know, an Asian-centric story, and this is an Asian-centric story, and you can't have two in a festival, so we gotta pick one or the other, right? My film is a one-man movie musical made on an iPhone. I've never seen that. Like, I have seen people film one-man shows and show that live at festivals. I have seen people film projects on their iPhone. Like Tangerine famously was an Oscar winner or nominee, and it was filmed on an iPhone, but it was also like with a lot of money behind it, right? A lot of like color correction, a lot of like fancy lenses, like this is truly a one-man movie musical about crochet and depression. It's called Crochet and Depression. And I'm like, even the idea of crochet, I would be fascinated to know if there's another feature film this year in the indie festival circuit about crochet. I don't think a film even close to the concept of my film exists. So that means that people will either love it or they'll hate it. But there will be no in between, and there will be no competition because people will either go, this is good, we want this in our show, in our festival, or they'll be like, this is not to our standards. This does not have $5 million behind it and a star-studded cast. And then they just won't have it in. But it's never gonna be like, oh, there are two one-man movie musicals starring queer Asian creators, both filmed on an iPhone. Which one should we choose? That's not gonna happen to this movie. So I'm feeling very good about at least the smaller festivals and the prospect of being at those festivals, but I am worried, first of all, about money because it is like so expensive to go to these festivals. Like when I went to South by Southwest, because Austin is so expensive during that time because everyone's there, and it's not just film people, it's also like tech people, it's also like music people, like South by Southwest is everything. And so I think those hotel rooms cost about $600 a night, and you could not get anything else. And I was like, I guess I just have to pay it if I want to go. I have to pay $600 a night to go to this festival, and that's what I did. That festival cost so much money just to go to screen my that was an episodic, that was a TV pilot. But, you know, I have a little like spark of excitement with the film, and I'm just kind of going with it because right now I don't have that with anything else. I'm watching people annoy me on TikTok, strangers annoying me on TikTok, but y'all don't annoy me, and I appreciate you being with me through the good times and the bad times. This August, though, we'll have a lot of fun with our daily craft club. And I hope you're all well and that you are surviving the heat of the summer And this has been another episode of Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft and I will craft. And we'll all craft because it's Craft Club. We'll all craft because it's Craft Club. Craft Club.